Okay, so we're going to be building a gaming PC.
Yeah.
To start off, we have our CPU. Now, despite its size, this does have a very long name. This is the AMD Ryzen 5 3600 3.6 GHz socket AM4 desktop processor. This is basically the brains of the computer and allows it to do basic functions. You can see that it has a fan. It's doing better than me. And we're going to place it on top of the CPU in order for it to stay nice and cool like Meg Patel. Next is our RAM. I prefer goats or sheep, but we have to compromise. This is the RAM. You can see that it comes with a sticker, but we won't be using that. Now, despite its size, this also does have a very long name. This is the g.skill ripjaws dual channel 32 GB desktop memory kit. This is basically the brains of the computer and allowed to do basic functions. We can set that aside now. Now next we have this. Now this computer part is huge, so you can already expect the name. This is the motherboard. It comes with two Wi-Fi antennas, which is good, so I can find my Wi-Fi wifey. And two different manuals, but only losers read that. Now this motherboard is made by ASRock, which is good because my nipples are hard. So now that we have everything laid out, we can start assembling. We're first going to install our AMD Ryzen 5 3600 3.6 GHz socket AM4 desktop processor. It goes into this slot right here, but first we have to pull the lever just like Minecraft Redstone. Once the Minecraft lever is pointing straight up, we're just going to place our AMD Ryzen 5 3600 3.6 GHz socket AM4 desktop processor in, drop it, give it a little wiggle like hot potato, just check that it's in, and we're going to power off the redstone. Next, we're going to install our RAM. It goes into these 4 slots right here, but as you can see, we only have 2. So we're going to place it in this slot, and you can place it in these 2 slots if you're a loser. Just simply slide it in, and this is very important. You're going to want to place pressure on one side and the other side as well, just to create equilibrium. We're going to do the same thing with the other one. Say with me now, follow the 2-step process. Slide in and equilibrium. Next, we're going to take our CPU fan to keep it nice and cool like Satya Deviramati, but first we're going to need to unscrew these losers right here. This is sort of like the brains of the computer and allowed to do basic functions, but the reason we're removing them is because we're going to simply place our CPU fan on top of the AMD Ryzen 5 3600 3.6 GHz socket AM4 desktop processor, and then plug in the connector to give it more power like the government. Now, of course, we are building a gaming computer, so we're going to need a graphics card. This is the GTX 1060. This is sort of like the brains of the computers and allowed to do basic functions. We're going to install it in this slot right here, but you can see we had to unlock this latch first. It's basically in your way and thinks that it's better than you, so we're just going to say no, and then slot our graphics card in. So we're basically done with the assembly here. We just have to give it power and then we're done. And you might be asking like, where's the case? Where's the box? Well, I like to treat all my PC parts with respect, so I keep like an open case design and allow them to breathe. We're going to plug in this boy right here, which is the 20+4 pin connector, that's 24. And then this 4+4 pin connector right here, which is 8. Then lastly, we're going to plug in this 2+2+2, which is 6 connector for our graphics card. Next, we're going to want to plug it into the wall. Then also connect to a monitor. Connect the HDMI cable into the graphics card. We're going to flip the switch like I just, and you can see that the motherboard is receiving power with the indication of red lights around. To actually turn on the PC, we're just going to bridge these 2 connectors right here like gymnastics. Fans are spinning. And since this motherboard was made by ASRock, we should see our ASRock logo show up on our monitor. So there you go, guys. You've successfully completed your first gaming PC build. Hopefully you liked the tutorial. Like and subscribe for more, and happy gaming!